Hello, welcome to the Mediocre Takes podcast, the podcast where we share our mediocre takes on the shows and movies we watch. I'm Marco and I'm here with my co-host Mel. How are you doing, Mel?
I bought a lightsaber.
Oh my god. What is wrong with you?
What do you mean what's wrong with me? It's so fun.
That sounds something that a straight person would do.
Stop. Gay people like Star Wars too.
Star Wars?
Yeah. My brother's one who introduced me to Star Wars, and he's a raging homosexual. There's a small but strong community, Marco.
Okay. Ally.
Shout out to all the girlies who want, what's her name? Bo-Katan and the armor to clink helmets from The Mandalorian.
I heard that season was good, but that goes downhill from there.
I just don't like season 2.
Isn't season 2 the one with Ahsoka in it?
It is. That was one of the good episodes.
Today we're reviewing a short film / pilot called Clicker. It is a little queer short film about a radio or a boombox and a TV. And this time Mel will be doing the plot summary. So Mel, go ahead.
We open with a house party filled with appliance people. They basically all have the body of a human, and then their heads are like a microwave or a blender. We see Blue, who has a CRT TV for a head, sitting on the couch texting his boyfriend, "Where are you?" We switch to Trevor, which is his boyfriend, who has a boombox for a head, chugging a whole-ass beer keg in the backyard. Blue looks outside the window, spots Trevor, and then makes his way out to the back. Trevor, after finishing the keg, slams it on the ground. It bounces off and hits his boyfriend in the head. Trevor uses Blue's remote to turn him on, and after waking up, Blue smashes Trevor's balls. We cut to them sitting on the edge of a bathtub, Trevor holding a bag of frozen peas to his crotch, and Blue holding one to his head. Blue apologizes and then argues with Trevor for not listening to him and ignoring him. He tells Trevor that if he's going to act like an asshole, to leave him alone. When Trevor tries to leave, Blue says he didn't mean anything he said and that they should talk about it. Trevor says he doesn't want to talk. Trevor realizes he stepped on Blue's remote, and after he lifts his foot off of it, Blue tries to go back to what he was saying, but then we abruptly switch to basically a Full House parody with the couple. Trevor asks where they are. They both frantically look for the remote. We end up switching to an old-time black and white cartoon, and then switching to My Neighbor Totoro, and then a reality TV show, and then The Godfather, and then The Office, which is on the gay channel, by the way. Then we switch to a news channel, and then the list goes on and on. The whole time, they're arguing. Blue says he's tired of having such a selfish, disrespectful, stupid little bastard for a boyfriend, and Blue ends up getting the remote back, and Trevor and him fight over it before it falls out of both their hands and onto the ground, and the batteries pop out. They end up floating in a void, and then TV screens fill up around them that show them basically arguing and all the other alternate realities. Blue gets his remote back before inserting some new batteries. He tells Trevor that they can't fix their relationship and says that it's over. He clicks a button, they fall back into reality, into the house's living room, where it's now daytime, and then Blue walks out.
I really loved this episode. It was so funny, and I absolutely loved it. The animation, the plot, the queer themes, the changing of shows while they're arguing. I was completely on Blue's side throughout this entire pilot. Like, I get that they both have problems, but man, Trevor was really being mean. I love it when Trevor and Blue are arguing, and then there's just a random dog that comes into the scene. I have no idea what that's about. Also, I love the My Neighbor Totoro reference. And when Blue realizes that his relationship won't work, I was so happy for him.
Okay, so first of all, I really like the animation in this. I mean all the animation, including the alternate world animations, as well as that little, live action scene we got where they're just action figures. That is also something I loved about this. I love when cartoons have an episode where they basically channel hop. It's usually such a fun episode to watch. I really like how they used a game show as a way for them to find the remote. I also think this is the most palatable way I've seen. I wouldn't say this was a toxic relationship, more like just a dysfunctional relationship, but I think this was the most palatable ways I've seen it depicted. Also, I don't know, I kind of like to pretend that this is the sad version of Juke from The Amazing World of Gumball. This is if he just grew up to be a douchebag. I will say though, I could not stand Blue's bitch behavior when he told Trevor to leave, and then when he tried to, he stopped him. Both of them were like annoying and frustrating, but I do also, and I am on Blue's side mostly because I resonated with him more. And actually, I hate Trevor, and ultimately, Trevor was in the wrong, and I hope he grows and learns from this. But he probably won't, you know? He seems like the kind of guy that uses this as an excuse to just continue to be a bad person. So
A gay incel.
ew, literally. No, actually, you would be right if Trevor wasn't a frat bro. But he'll probably go like Joker brain.
Overall, this is a really amazing short film. I loved the animation. I loved the plot. If me reacting to Call Me by Your Name was me saying, if this is what gay culture is, I want out. If this is gay culture, then I want it. Okay? It's amazing. This is just a really smart, like really competent film. I love the references. I love the animation, and it's just really great.
Yeah, I agree with everything you said. I don't think I have anything else to say. Like, I agree with everything you've said. I like how Trevor is a character where he obviously cannot communicate by common means. He's beatboxing. And I really love how they use Blue's dialogue to also speak for Trevor. Like, you know, Trevor would beatbox and then Blue would be like, "What do you mean you don't want to talk about it?" Now we know that Trevor was saying, like, "I don't want to talk about it."
R2-D2.
Yes! Yes, just like that. And I feel like, oh my gosh, I feel like we reviewed something else where that happened, but I really do love how creators find a way to depict what someone is saying when they don't necessarily speak the same language that we all understand.
I like it when Blue calls Trevor a bastard. That was funny.
I don't know, I think it went a little light on him. I feel like he could have called him much worse things.
Anyways, you guys, that's our thoughts on the short film Clicker. If you want to send us a voice message on Anchor, there'll be a link in the description to do so. We also have an Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, and that's everything. So, goodbye.